Hi, hello and welcome. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Welcome to my final Christmas card series. So for the last 6 weeks, I've been doing one Christmas card class every 2 weeks, sharing with you some Christmas cards that you could make to send this year. And this is my final one. It's the 1st of December, so happy December. This is kind of like the last gasp of Christmas card making for most of us, but I do know that some of you have left it a little bit too late. Well, not too late, but a little bit late this year, and that you're still going with your Christmas cards. So that's fine. I'm here to give you some inspiration and some ideas. Plus, you can always look back over my last Christmas card class episodes. So you'll see episode 1, episode 2, and this is episode 3. So welcome if you're joining me, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube. Please come in, say hello. It's lovely to see you on a Wednesday morning, which is very unusual for me. Normally I'm here on a Monday, but I kind of like Wednesday mornings. I don't know, maybe this will become a little bit more of a permanent feature. Who knows? So yes, this is me for my Christmas card class. So hello, morning Joe, morning Deborah. Managing to catch me live before you go off to work. I know it's kind of like early, isn't it? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. But I thought, oh well, maybe if I do it early, I might catch some people who are just heading off before they have to go into work. So yes, so what delights have we got in store for you today? Well, it's quite a lot. First of all, first things first. This morning we have a sale. Okay, so just in case you didn't notice. This morning, everything that's in the annual, no, not the annual, that's not in the annual, that's in the July to December, never get that right, from July to December is gone into a last chance. So things that are not going to carry forward, they're in the last chance list, which means some of them are discounted up to 50%. So if you loved some of the things that were in the Christmas, I call it the Christmas catalogue because for us that's what it is, isn't it? Autumn and Christmas. If you loved what was in the Autumn and Christmas mini, then head over to the website. Not now. Wait until after the class. But head over and check out what's on sale in the last chance. And the clearance rack has been updated. Amazing. So there's lots of fun stuff. So if you want to be shopping in the background, feel free. You can just have me on in the other ear. Okay, good morning, Ali. Good morning, Lynn. Hello. And Deborah says, yes, please. Wednesday mornings are good. Okay, cool. So let's get cracking, shall we? Let's switch my cameras over. Take that one on, take this one off. Okay, so now you should be able to see my desk. It's a bit dim over here, so I'll just bring this light down here. Now we can see everything well. Excellent. There's my hands. Good. Okay, so the first stamp set that we're going to be playing with, I've not actually played with very much this year so far, and that's Welcoming Woods. And I bought it because I love this shaped piece here with the trees, and also just the number of different sentiments on it. And this is sadly one that is retiring. It's not going to stay with us, which is a shame because I haven't used it enough. It's just pretty, and I love these trees. So the first card we're going to make. Going to need some pool party. I'm going pool party for this one. Just very simple, these cards. They're not designed to be fancy or anything like that. These are designed to be quick and simple cards that you can knock together, especially here on the 1st of December, and get them out the door. Okay. But if you've left it a bit late, don't panic. You can still order from today, and it should still be with you in the next week or so. And then that means that you would have them in time for, you know, doing your Christmas cards and sending them out. Last shipping date or posting date that Royal Mail give us is the 21st for second class and the 23rd for first class. So, you know, you can still get them out within those times. Now, I'm bringing out my Stamparatus because it's a big old stamp and I wanted to make sure I got it lined up properly. So, let's see. Which way did it go? It has to go this way. I moved it around. I don't know why I moved it around, but I did. So let's do that. So if you've not seen the Stamparatus before, this is our positioning tool. Okay, so it helps you to line things up, make sure that they're exactly the same every time. And it's got these lovely magnets that you put on that help you keep everything together. And then you put your stamps on the other side over here on this plate here, ink it up and then fold it across. So the colours that we're going to use for this one are Crumb Cake. We're just going to ink up our stamp on this side. And I love a bit of crumb cake for trees, even though it's supposed to be sort of wintry trees. They're kind of trees that they've lost everything, but they're not quite covered in snow yet, according to me. Okay, this is according to Pip. So you do that, and you can see that it's transferring the ink, and then as it lifts, you can see it's perfect. I love that. It's almost like a photograph. It's brilliant. So take that plate off, get rid of that one. Okay, and then now I've brought in this plate, which I've previously lined up. I'm just going to double check my lining. Yeah, it's pretty good. It needs to shift along just a smidge. It's moved slightly, but that's okay, because I drew my lines, so I know where it's going. There we go. Sometimes it does stick to photopolymer, but that's okay. Let me come back in, check it again. Oh, look at that, perfect. Okay, stay. And then with this one, I'm using soft sea foam. Oh, I can get it open. There we go. I'll just ink that up. And soft sea foam is a lovely, gentle, soft, really sea foamy kind of green. It's beautiful. There we go. There we go. It just sort of lends that little piece of ground that you need to the bottom of that card, so that it feels grounded onto the terrain, as it were. So the trees don't feel like they're floating in the middle of nowhere, which is never a good look. Okay, so that's that one. Let's get that, put that down there. And then what I did was to just add a little bit more of the whole feeling like it's on the ground. I got my little blending brush, took some ink up from my soft sea foam, and then just coloured very, very lightly the bottom here, just so that it has, and it's not going to show very much because it's going up against Pool Party. Okay, so it's not going to show up massively, but it just sort of brings that in a bit. Okay, can you see that? Oh, you can see that. Yeah, so just a little bit, don't need much. Okay, so then that's that. Then I wanted to make it a little bit more Christmassy, so I thought I'm going to add some snowflakes. So we've got some snowflakes and a little block. Whoops, there we go. And we're going to pop on just a few snowflakes at the top, because otherwise it does look like these trees are sort of ending. I guess you're supposed to chop it off there, but I don't know. I kind of like it with the trees on top showing. So I'm going to come this way, and they sort of go in and out of the trunks, which is nice. You want to add a few more at the top. It doesn't feel like it's completely bereft up there. Should we fit that one? There we go. So some snowflakes across the top, and then finally I've got a piece of Pool Party cardstock, and I'm going to use my crumb cake again. And we don't often do this. Well, I don't often do this. I should do that more. And that's stamp directly onto coloured cardstock and punch it out. And I don't know why I don't do it, because it's a lovely look. It's just one of those things, you know, you get into a habit of making cards a certain way, and then once you've done that, you can't do anything else, or it doesn't feel like you can do anything else, or you just forget to do something different. I think all of us are like that. So it's nice sometimes to just remind yourself that you can. Try and make sure this is straight in my punch. Not straight. There we go. That you can do it something differently. You can do something differently. That's the word I'm looking for. Right, so I'll pop that over there. So now we're just going to assemble. And as I say, this is a very simple card. You could add some ribbon, some sparkly ribbon if you wanted to. I can't get to my ribbon, so I'm not going to. But you could absolutely add some, you know, some nice glittery ribbon behind the sentiment here. I did think about that. But we are going to add some sparkles, don't worry. Wouldn't be Christmas without a few sparkles. So there we go. So it's 1st of December. Are we ready? Who's cooked their Christmas cake? Hands up. Me. Yes, my Christmas cake is cooked and we've been feeding it, which is good. Who's got all their presents? Not quite so much. Nearly, not quite so much. Who's written all their Christmas cards? No, I haven't even started. So I keep getting lovely cards from people all around the world and I haven't even started yet. Then I went and had a look at the Royal Mail and it said I should have been sending them in September, and I'm like, oh, I'm a bit late then for it to get there for Christmas. Still, never mind. I'll still send them. Obviously, you're still going to get some cards, friends, but they might turn up in January. Who knows? So we'll see. So here I thought I'd just add a few little sparkly bits up where there's some snow. I want a smaller one down here, I think. There we go. You can't go too wrong with a lot of sparkle, I don't think. I have another small one over here. There we go. So that's sort of like a little bit more snow coming down. And then, of course, we need some dimensionals. And we'll pop this on. I think this is kind of a nice... It's a nice Christmas card for somebody who doesn't actually celebrate Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It's a non-religious card. Because it just says that every season brings its own wonder, which it does. So for people who love the season, but don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, this would be a good card to send. Or they might celebrate, I don't know, what's it called? Oh, you know, I've lost all my words today. They might celebrate the solstice, that's the word I'm looking for, but they might not celebrate Christmas. And then I just added a little bit of a flick with my Wink of Stella. I think I did this before I actually put the card together, but never mind. Is it flicking? Oh yeah, that's flicking. So you probably can't see this very well on camera, but this is giving us some nice extra sparkle. So that is... Oh, you can see the sparkle there from the... See that sparkle there? Just from the flicking of the... what's it called? Wink of Stella. There we go. So there we go. So that's the first one. And this is my original design. So you can see I changed it a little bit. I think I brought... It's better to put the sparkles up at the top, I think, to bring that all together. This one's left a bit of a line, I feel, just in my design. So I could rectify that by just adding some more. Oh, good morning. Oh, lots of people have joined us. Good morning, Marilyn. Doing the last pieces of your advent calendar. Yay! Finally. We get to see the finished article. That would be amazing. That would be lovely. So this one I feel needs another couple up here and then that'll be fine. So we'll just do that. Is there a smaller one here? Yeah. Just add a few up here. There we go. I think that brings it together a little bit better. So there we are. That's the first one. Hopefully you like that one. Jane says hello. Hello, Jane. Good morning. Lovely to see you. And Deborah says, oh, my word. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to have to... We all have to read this because this is an essay. So, yes to cards. Only 2 presents left to get. Well done. You're moving to New Year's Day due to work commitments. Oh, that's a shame. And your oldest, oh, he works in young person's care home. Oh, that's a good job to have. Please send him all of, oh, actually, yes, your youngest son, oldest son. So please send him all our love and tell him, well done for doing such a lovely job. That's fab. We like that. Well, you're going to have a lovely time on New Year's Day then, having a great Christmas. That's lovely. Fabulous. Okay, so that's the first card done. What do you think? You like? It's kind of gentle, isn't it? It looks a little bit different to some Christmas cards. I mean, you could go to town with your blending and all that kind of stuff and then putting this on top in black and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of things you can do with this. I just wanted to go really simple, really easy to replicate for today because that's what the name of the game is. Right, okay, so let's put these away quickly and then I've got my blocks for the next thing. So that's the first one, okay? Second one we're going to do is going to use, which one should I do next? Oh yes, let's do this one. Second one is going to use the host set. This Seasons of Fun, which I love this one. You'll have seen some of my other designs in this, and I'm going to do one that's slightly different to the one I made originally, just to confuse you. So, oh, I've got two here. I don't know why I've got two sets of everything here. That's good. But that's handy. That's one already made up. So if you put an order through today, in fact, you've got until the weekend, I've decided. Put an order through before the weekend using this host code. Where are we? Banners. Where's my host code? There we go. Right, so if you put an order through using that host code before the end of this week online, I will send you the card kits to make these cards. Obviously, you'll have to supply the inks and stamps and all that kind of stuff. But I'll send you the card materials, the sparkly bits, you know, all that jazz. Papers, sparkly bits, die cuts, all that. Okay, so that's that. And if you don't know where to go and shop with me because you're new, and if you're new, hello, lovely to see you. That's my store. Okay, so write that code down, HCS9MHYZ, and you put that in at the checkout in the basket. And you go to queenpipcards.com/store, and that will redirect you to my Stampin' Up website. Okay, because all these are provided by Stampin' Up, which is the company that I represent. And they're all fabulous, fabulous products. So if you've not bought any before, then you might want to head over and take advantage of the sale that's on today. Okay, let's stop that because that just drives you nuts. Okay, so... okay, you liked that card. Good. Right, well, this one starts off with a Night of Navy base, and then we're going to add a piece of basic white, this time as a layer. I like using white sometimes as a background layer. We don't do that often enough, I don't think. Then we've got this beautiful paper here, and this paper is from Beauty of the Earth. It's not actually a Christmas. Oh, did I not say it right? Hey, Barry, thank you. I'm assuming that's Barry. Did I not say that right? Oh, let me go. What did I say? Oh, yes, HCS9MHYX. I said it. I did say it wrong, didn't I? I'm hopeless. I'm not awake. Hang on, I need to drink some tea. That might wake me up a little bit. Thank you very much for correcting me there. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is my next one. And this isn't a Christmas paper. It is, as I say, Beauty of the Earth. But, I mean... it cries out for being Christmas. It's designed to work through all the seasons, so you know that's why it's going to work. And then I've just chopped a piece of cardstock, which is going to be the right size for me. And I have die cut myself. Where have I put them? They were here a moment ago. I saw them. They have vanished. Oh, did I throw them on the floor? Always a possibility in my house. No. Where did they go? They were just here a moment ago. I've lost them. Oh, two die cuts. Oh, there they are. Oh, look, they've snuck off underneath me. Oh, they fly around these things. Here we go. Let's start that again, Pip, shall we? Right. So this little die cut piece is from the Stitch So Sweetly, and it's really cute. Really cute. And normally I would cut it out after I'd stamped it, you know, as normal. But for speed, I'm doing it beforehand. We are going to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss out, though, at some point today, because we're going to be playing with an embossing folder, which I love. Okay, so for this one, we've got a lovely little lady, okay, and she will fit perfectly on here. So I've just cut it to size, basically, and we're going to use the Memento ink pad so that we can play with some blends. Love a good blend. Oh, I think I need to re-ink my Memento. Okay, you don't normally need to scrub quite as hard as this, but I think I need to re-ink mine. I have done a lot of stamping lately. I don't think I re-inked it for months, to be fair. So there we go. And then I'm going to stamp her straight down. You want to kind of put her a little bit towards that side, the left side, so that she's kind of walking. She's got room to walk off. Apparently that's a thing that photographers learn. Always give your people room to move off the image. So... see, that's a little bit more pleasing. If she was over this side, she'd be like almost like she was on her way off and she'd gone. So and we don't want that. So the colours that I've chosen are, these are actually colours that my friend Deb decided to use on a card, and I liked them so much I thought, oh, we'll do that ourselves. So I've got my Magenta Madness, Magenta Madness, Just Jade, Smoky Slate, and my Ivory. Now, these colours are leaving us. Can you believe it? We've gone through a year already, which means that these two colours and Misty Moonlight, shock horror, will be leaving us at the end of April. And you know what it's been like this year? You blinked and you missed it. So if you're not careful, it'll be here before you know it, it'll be gone. So we're going to start off with some dark pieces on her hat. Okay. And probably just a few of these. I'm not going to be very precise, but we'll do a few of them, a bit darker. Then come back in with my lighter one. So bright, this. But isn't it such a lovely colour for doing like Christmas hats and stuff? It's great. Obviously, it's my kind of colour, my kind of hat that I would wear at Christmas. In fact, I've got myself, look, it's very similar to my pink fingerless gloves I've got at the moment. So, you know, because you can, because I can. And it's nippy in here. I like to wear a fingerless glove. It's just because when you're crafting, your wrists get cold on the desk, don't they? And then you just, yeah, I just feel like I need something to warm me up. And if I keep my wrists warmer with excess padding, it seems to work. Okay, so we're just doing that for that. And then this is obviously me in this hat, so the hair needs to be pink. Just, you know, these bits. It doesn't look so obvious, but there we go. And then we'll just fill in the alternate stripes on her scarf. Lovely, look at that. Okay, then we're going to have a Jade Jacket. And this one will do really easily. And I'm not going to do masses and masses of shading, because actually with a little one like this, you can, oh, I've missed a bit of a scarf. That's a bit of a scarf behind there. You can add shading quite easily without doing lots and lots of work. Right, here we go. Stop humming, Pip. People have not come on to hear you sing or hum. I just do that a lot. I don't know. Is that something you do? Do you hum when you colour? Or generally when I craft, actually, I can find myself singing or humming along. Okay, then we're going to go darker for this and leave her with some white buttons. So I found this worked nicely. Oh, I'm doing it again. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. And then we'll have a bit darker there just under the scarf. And then we'll have cuffs, pockets, cuffs. Nice. Finish off that bit of scarf again. So, whoops, don't throw your blender everywhere, Pip. Okay, lovely. Then we're going to put it in green boots. I might have blue boots, but we're going to go green because there's a lot of blue on this card, so we're going to go green, like so. Oh, Jo says sing away, and that she might join me. So Honestly, it's especially at this time of the year, you know, we've got carols going on all over the place. So this is a smoky slate light. Is that smoky slate? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Oh no! Oh, dropped my whole inside out. Oh, that does happen sometimes. You've got to get your end off properly. There we go. Pop it in. Probably need some new ones. These are my original ones. So there we go. Okay, so now we're going to do the little cart, sled, whatever you call it. I can't really see its runners. Its runners are in here, and I'm going to just add a little bit of grey down here. I know it's probably snow, but we'll just add a little bit of grey. Oh, I didn't bring a yellow for a star. Oh, dreadful. She can have a pink star. There we go. That's that. I was going to do pink on her little bag down here, but we'll do pink for her star. Dark pink, like so. There we go. And then a light pink. In fact, what I might do is I might just do like touches of pink with a bit of grey over it. So it's kind of a pinky grey. And I like the fact that you can do that when you're working with blends. It'll just have a hint of pink to it, like so. Lovely. And then obviously I am very pale, but I think she does need a little bit of a colour going on here. So this is where the ivory comes in. Let's just straight over. There we go. A little bit extra on her cheeks maybe. There we go. Isn't she cute? Oh, good morning, Sharon. Sharon's joined us. Isn't she cute? Look at that. Little girl pulling a sled. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to put this one together. So yeah, you'll need some blends obviously to do this, but you could also do it with watercolor pencils. You could do it with your blender pen, or you could even do it with bright markers, or you could do it with, what's the other one? Oh yeah, Wink of Stella and ink. There's loads of ways you can colour. And that's some of the things that we talk about in my membership club, which is something else I haven't really mentioned a lot of. So, membership club. Let me tell you about my Card Making Know-How membership club. It's open to everyone worldwide. It is $12.99 a month, which is basically the cost of a coffee a week. And in there, you get tutorials, lessons, all around the different areas of making cards. So we start off with getting going, and that's like the real basic stuff that a lot of people still don't have knowledge of. So for example, they might not know how to cut and layer cardstock. They might not know how to make their own card bases. But it's generally to deal with, you know, getting started, making some kits, what do you do after you've made a kit, that kind of stuff, you know, from the real beginners. Then we start moving up into colouring and contrast. We move up into working out how things go together, how you want your cards to look, why do certain colours work together. I'm excited to say we've got some guest speakers coming in next year, all about colour and how it works together from a professional point of view, in terms of, you know, branding and people using it for that kind of stuff. So we'll have a bit of knowledge coming in from those guys as well. And then we talk about new techniques and how to do things like embossing, heat embossing, dry embossing, all those kind of things. And then we get into fancy folds, any kind of thing you could possibly think of. Basically, that's what we have in our membership club. So, and then every month we do an Ask Queen Pip session. So you get me in the spotlight. You can ask me anything you want. And yeah, it's all good fun. This month we're having a Ask Queen Pip Christmas party, which is basically bring a mince pie and some sparkles and some bubbles, and we'll just, you know, have fun and ask questions about all kinds of different things. And I don't know what the questions are going to be each month. It's great. It's always a big surprise. People just enter them in on their on a form, And it's cool. I love our membership. We do a product review. So tomorrow is the 1st of December. Tomorrow is the 2nd of December. It's the first Thursday of the month. So we'll be checking out a new product, looking at a product. How does it work? What's it for? Blah, blah, blah. And then next week we do a tutorial. And then the following week we do hot seat. And then at the end of the month, we always get a class. So video and exclusive video and PDF tutorial just for people in the membership. Doesn't ever go anywhere else. So yeah, it's a fun thing. I started it this year. The guys are enjoying it. Some of you are on here, so you can tell people what it's like and if you enjoy it or not. But it's a fun thing. And the good thing is there's no product involved. It's just about sharing the love of crafting. We've got a Facebook group where we chat and share stuff. And yeah, anyone can join because it's available worldwide. So there you go. So if you are interested in that, then go and check out this page on my website and you can join my waiting list. It is actually open. So if you join at the moment, I'm pulling a report and then I will send you the link to actually join straight away if you're interested. And you can have it given as a gift, which is also handy. You know, Christmas is coming up. Maybe somebody could add the membership into your stocking this year. Okay, so that's enough about that. What do you think of her? I think she's come out all right, don't you? I think she's come out rather dish. So this is my original one. Like so. There we go. With a little dog instead, pulling the little dog. So the little dog comes separately and you have to add him on. I was slightly worried by his tongue originally, but he is just licking snowflakes, we believe, so that's okay. So yeah, so that's her with a little matching dog scarf, and I've done it with a Christmas tree. And then with the other stamps in the set, you can do other cards, obviously. So I did this one for autumn, kicking through the leaves. And then this one for my friends who have kids who like pumpkins and have to do the whole trick-or-treat thing, because adulting is hard. Sometimes the mums need a card too. I love the fact she's on roller skates. So there we go. That's 2 extra ideas, but there's the Christmas ones. Now this is a hostess set, so you can only get, or a host set should I say, because it's available to men and women. You can get that if you spend £150, then you can add that one for free into your basket. Okay. Oh, bless you. See, there's Deborah saying it's well worth the money. And it is, yeah, exactly. You don't have to keep magazines, because basically everything that you might read in a magazine is the kind of stuff I put up on the up in the membership group, and then you just go there and grab it. Thank you, Deborah. Hi, Lisa Jane. Nice to see you. Welcome. Okay, so where are we at the moment? So far we've done 2. And I'm halfway through. So that's about right, isn't it? So we've done this one, and then we've done this one. Okay, so that's our first 2 cards. The next card, getting all my plastic wallets out the way. Try and keep myself organised, you know, as much as I can. The next one is, oh, my favourite set. And I know, and I just need to put some things away, but this is one of my favoritist sets this year. And and if you ever want to know what it looks like as a blue tick, go and have a look at Barry and Jay's site with GC Crafts, because it looks amazing. But anyway, this, and I must yes, anyway, there's something I need to do, but I love this robin, but I also really love this little piece of holly. It's just great, and the words are just fabulous. So I decided I couldn't let Christmas go without another one from Happy Holidays, which again is retiring. It's not staying with us. I'm so sad. So if you really like this one, and I think it's a really English set, or British set, should I say? I'll say British because I think it covers everybody. We have robins everywhere in the UK. So, and it says Happy Christmas, not Merry Christmas. And I'm not having a go at anyone in the States, but we do say happy more than merry. So it's really lovely to have that with a very English robin-like bird and some holly. I just think it's fantastic. So that's what we're going to be making today. Another card with this. And I have loads of inspiration to share with you on these for these cards. So I need another piece of white. Where's my piece of white? There it is. Okay. Let's get going with this. Anybody got any questions so far? Everybody okay with what I'm doing? Anything I've done that's confused anybody, please let me know. It's very easy. I confuse people a lot sometimes when I talk in jargon and stuff. Oh, Lisa's watching with your dad, Malcolm. Hi, Malcolm. Nice to see you. Thank you ever so much for letting me take up time with your daughter. Wow, I feel very honoured. Oh, how's your mum? Is she doing all right today? I hope she's doing okay. She's had a rough time of it this year, hasn't she? So, yeah, lots of people have had rough times this year. This year's gone really fast, but it's been really, there's just a lot happened in it, which maybe that's why it's gone so fast, but I just think it's been very busy and very, very quick. Oh, that's interesting. They debated the Happy Christmas saying on GMTV today. See, I'm very with it. Says we should say Happy Holidays. Oh, well, I kind of get that. But I can't. I have to say Christmas because that is, Christmas is Christmas. That's what I believe. So it's got to be Christmas. But I understand that you might say Happy Holidays to somebody who doesn't believe or doesn't believe in the true sense of Christmas, if that makes any sense. I'm going to take a swig of tea now while you debate that question. I bet some people here say Happy Holidays now. Oh no, Jane's agreeing. Happy Christmas, everybody. Yeah, I know this is our last Christmas card class. It's not our last live. Don't panic. Oh, sorry, I've had to have a swig of tea. You know me, I love my tea. Oh, and it does help because my voice is going really croaky these days. I don't know what it is. Sean would probably say I'm talking too much, but that's kind of my job. So it's a little hard not to. No, I don't need that one. Go back. Sorry, mate, not today. I'm not doing you today. We're doing this one today, and Happy Christmas because that's what it is. Okay, so now what else do I need to talk about today? Oh, if you're on my mailing list. Oh, now Marilyn's having it. Sorry, I've just been. Why has that gone so funny colour all of a sudden? It's a bit better. I'm coping there. No, bring that on a bit brighter maybe. There we go. That's a bit better. It just went all dark all of a sudden on us. So Marilyn's having an inner debate as to whether she should say merry or happy. You'd never thought about it. Okay, fair enough. And just definitely, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Yeah, Christmas for me too. Christmas for me too. Okay. So the other thing is, if you have received an email from me, please fill in the form if you want to have a new catalogue. Okay. Because the new catalogue, I know we're just finishing Christmas and I'm talking spring already, but it's coming. As a demonstrator, I get the chance to see it first. It's in my house. It's in my hands. I can't show it to you. I'm sorry, but that's the rules. Them's is the rules and I can't break them. But if you would like to have a copy in January, if I get them out before Christmas, I will, but probably it will get to you beginning of January when it goes live. It doesn't go live to the 4th of Jan, so you're all right. But yeah, if you want one of those, then you must let me know. And the other thing is, just in case you've moved, the system doesn't send me any updated addresses, so I have to do it manually checking. So it'd be really cool if you could just tell me if your address has changed, because yeah, otherwise the catalogue will be going to somebody else and then you'll be missing out, and I wouldn't want that. So yes, Joe, I see that you've done yours. Thank you very much. And for the first 11 people who did it, I forgot to actually ask you for your name. The good news is I can check it through my clicks, so that's okay. But from now on, you need to put your name in as well. So that's always good, isn't it? Oh, dear. I was having a moment. But I thought, I better do that, get that out so that we can do that. I'm going to order them today based on how many people have replied. Actually, I might order them tomorrow, but yeah. So if you want that, came out on your Saturday email. Saturday email? No, Tuesday email. Yesterday. Came out yesterday. I've changed all my emails around, haven't I? So I'm going to do it on Tuesdays, I think, if I can. unless there's something I know that's kind of launching and it needs to hold off a day. I'm going to try and do it on a Tuesday, because I just think on a Saturday you've got so much else going on in your lives with, you know, family coming round and stuff happening. Whereas on a Tuesday, it's probably more likely that I'll have a look at that and see what's going on. So that was my thought. If you don't agree with that, let me know. But I did kind of look at when people opened my emails, and they did seem to open Tuesdays more. Even the Saturday email got opened on Tuesday. So I kind of did do a little bit of scientific research behind it. It wasn't just me picking a day out of the air. Oh, Joe's got to go to work. All right, honey, you have a nice time at work. I hope it's not too bad. Catch up later. There we go. So I'm, again, being very, very rough with my colouring, because the shading's there. It's kind of there okay already. So just adding a little bit of light and dark. And this is Granny Apple Green. I've gone really bright with this one, because Old Olive is lovely. Don't get me wrong, I like Old Olive, but I just thought, oh, a bit of zing. Make it look a bit different. We'll have a look in a minute, because we can put them side by side and you can tell me. I think I've got the other one. There we go. And I'm just following the line of the holly. So it looks like there's a lot of colouring to do, but actually it's really quick. It's not bad at all. And it is very therapeutic. I'll either start humming, or I'll just, you know, your brain switches off when you do a bit of colouring, I think. When you do any crafting, really, that's why it's so good for you. When I actually sit and craft, everything is fine. All the world is right. And we don't have a nasty virus going on, and we don't have all this plastics in the oceans and stuff. We're just crafting, and it's lovely. If we could bottle the feeling of making a card and send it to people, I think we'd have a lot less trouble in this world. Don't you think? We just need to get them all making cards, really. Then everything would be fine. So I'm just dotting a little bit more extra colour around where I feel like I want it. And that's just based on where I think the light's coming from. Again, we do a lot of that, a lot of stuff about blending, using blends in our membership. I have a whole masterclass, and there's more coming. I think I'll be going over and doing some new ones. There we go. Nice. Then I have Poppy Parade for nice bright red. There we go. And I'm putting the brighter bit on the darker bit, like the darker bit on the darker bit, because they've done the shading for us, so that's handy. Of course, I've turned all these holly leaves round, so they're now all at different angles, which means that actually the light is coming at different angles, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It looks fine. There we go. On with the light on the outside, and if you want to, you can go back in, you can add some more colour. You can really make these berries sing with a bit more shading going in. But I'm doing quick and speedy crafting here today, and showing you that you do get a good look with it, even if you're not going back and doing all the adding extra depth to them. Okay, so that's that. Then take a bit of cardstock, and we need Granny Apple Green ink and Poppy Parade. Oh, I need to get my other stamp out. So the other stamp I'm going to use is this one. Oh, now let's have a look. Deborah's put a question up. Am I the only odd person that loves the sound of blends on cardstock? No, it's quite relaxing, isn't it? I know it's a bit squeaky, but it is quite relaxing. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I don't think Deborah's alone. Do you? I don't think so. No. Give her some love. You show her that she's not alone and weird. Because you're not. You're really not. Okay, Happy Christmas going down now on my card. Like so. Hopefully it's sort of straightish. Yeah, not bad. Good. That's not bad. And then, actually I need that bit of grid again. Bring that back out. So then there's this odd dot line stamp in the pack. And I thought, oh, that would be quite nice to add a bit of, just a bit of extra zhuzh to the end of there. And then we'll see. I don't know if I've left enough room on this one. We'll try. Oh yeah, just a couple of dots top and bottom. There we go. Just so that it sort of brings in the berries, I think, into the sentiment. So we'll let that dry for a second while we put everything else together. And this card, oops. I mean, you could turn it and do it this way or this way, but I've gone for this portrait variety. You can see how it comes through on the back. But that's normal, just in case you were wondering. That is okay. Perfectly okay. Put that down. Can't believe these are the last Christmas cards I'm going to make. This year. This year, not ever. I'm already thinking about next year's Christmas retreat. Love my Christmas retreat. So, but the first one we've got to think about is the paper retreat. Oh my word, that's gone a bit crooked. Hold on. Paper retreat coming up February, beginning of Feb. Book in by the 15th of Jan. Oh, it's going to be a treat. So we're going to use lots of papers. Hopefully all of the papers from the new catalogue, because none of them look like they're going to not be around, so that's good. So hopefully all the papers from the new catalogue that's launching, and we're going to play with that. I'm going to do an embellishment pack, and I say we because it's a joint project. I run it with my friend Katina Martinez from the United States, and we do, that may be a bit long. I could probably cut that down a smidge. Yeah, cut that down a smidge. And we do a card for every single paper that you get in your pack. So you get a quarter of every pack, and then you get all the cardstock and everything you need to make all those projects. And then this year we're adding an embellishment pack because we feel like it's been missing that little bit of extra zhuzh. And we're stepping up our cards. We're going to make them just a little bit more zhuzhy. You're still going to have paper plays. We're still going to do zooms. Katina's going to do a zoom. I'm going to do a zoom. So if you want to zoom on late night, you can with Katina. So yeah, it's all going to be a lot of fun. We're planning it. We're having another conversation about it tomorrow. And then we'll be able to tell you what stamps we're going to be using. But you can basically use whatever stamps you want, or you can buy the stamps from us in January. But I am so much looking forward to our paper party this year. There we go. And I've created another card. So there we are. While I was nattering away, this was my original. So you can see it's pretty much identical to this one. I have added a little bit more shading on this because obviously I wasn't doing this one on camera. But generally, pretty simple, pretty easy, nice and quick. I like the addition of these dots though. Don't you think they just make it cute? Don't know what it is, but I like the dots. The dots do something for me. So there we go. So that's that one. And then just because I have done a lot with this, these are the other ones I've done with this stamp set. So we've got this one. Because he's white at the bottom of his chest, you know, he's not actually red all over. He's got quite a bright red chest. This one's the one I did with Old Olive, so you can see the difference now between the Old Olive and the Granny Apple Green. Much zingier, right? But this is more traditional and still looks great. I did this one, and then I went a bit to town with this one, with all his masked him off and put the whole wreath thing behind him. That was a labour of love a little bit. That's probably about as complicated as I ever get. And then this was the one that I cased from Rhonda. Gorgeous. With that beautiful ribbon, which is staying. I'm very happy that ribbon's staying. And then there you go, the ones I made today. So as you can see, it is an amazingly versatile set that makes some fabulous cards, whether it's with the robin or whether it's with the holly. Yeah, you can make a lot with it. So, and it's gonna go, which is really sad. Let's have a look. If you shrunk those, they'd make good place cards. Yes, you could do that as a place card. Place setting. This one, like as a little place setting with a bit of holly on it, or even this, or even the robin. Yeah, nice, nice. Thank you. Ah, look at that. Thanks, Sally. That's very kind. Okay, so let's finish off those ones. Let's move those to one side. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, I've had fun with this. I really liked that one. That was one of the ones we did at our last class, this one, with the well-defined stamp, which also is not carrying over. So much is going this time. It's really sad. Anyway, never mind. We'll persevere. Lots of new stuff is coming, and also some lovely stuff is staying, which takes me to our final piece. Final card today, which requires a little bit of glitter. Love a bit of glitter. And a little bit of white and a little bit of blue. Can you tell what it is yet? No, I can't say that anymore, can I? I'm not allowed. Can you tell what it's going to be? That's what I need to say. Thank you. Yes, I love that. I love that. I've definitely learned to love white space since finding Stampin' Up. Absolutely. People underestimate the benefit of white space of a card. Lots and lots of people feel like you have to just jam everything in and make it really ornate, or just fill the space, because leaving a bit of white space is bad. But actually leaving a bit of white space draws you back to the actual design, and actually makes it more prominent. Like if I'd have covered all this up with other stuff, it would have been really messy. Even if I'd added a bit of paper to it or whatever, it would have just taken it away from the design. So white space cards are smashing. I love them. Love them. Okay, so we'll put these away and we'll get out my next stamp set, which also requires a punch. Can you guess what I might be using next with the black glittery paper? I haven't used it for ages. I did lots with it early on, and then I haven't used it for a long time. So we're going to play with the fabulous, where are we? Down here. Here we go. We're going to play with the fabulous Penguin Place, which I am happy to say will be back next year, but is not, so it's not retiring. It will be back next year, but it won't be available until this time next year. So if you want to get an early start on your Christmas cards next year, you probably want to get him now. And I don't know that he'll be a bundle next year. I don't know. I need to read the small print. But normally they don't come back as a bundle. Okay, so that's that. Now what else do I need? I need, down in here, there's a little bow tie. And then there's also a pair of eyes. Where's his eyes? There's his eyes. Oh, it's tiny. And he's also got a little beak. That one. There we go. So we're going to do this. So the first thing you need to do is get your punch. Where's my punch? And we're going to punch out the back piece of the penguin. So this is the piece that looks like a penguin. Okay. Punch him out. Okay, get rid of any bits. We're going to stamp. No, we're not. We're going to punch. Oh, actually, I don't know why I got him out. We don't need him. We're going to punch out this piece. I'll show you what he looks like. See. Because you can do this. If you don't have black, you can do this with just your memento. So don't panic if you don't have the glittery. But I like the glittery because it makes him sparkle. Okay, so now we've got his... This is his body. Okay, people are often like, what the heck is that? That's his body that goes on there, makes him into a penguin. So we need to have some black eyes, because I think penguins should have black eyes. Okay. And there we go. come over the top here so I can see what I'm doing. Put his eyes in there like that. And then for this one I used Calypso Coral for his little beak. That needs to come in down here, like so. There we go. And then I added on a little bow tie. Now this time, last time I added on a Fresh Freesia one, but this time I'm actually going to add on a Balmy Blue one. Hey, Julie's joined us. Hello, Julie. How are you? We're on our last one, Julie, but don't worry, we'll do a recap. So that's a little bow tie going down there. Like that, so cute. Then we stick him together, and then we do need to get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss out for this one, so there'll be a little bit of a noisy bit while I just get that out. Now you can see. So I'm working on the premise here that that penguins live obviously with Eskimos. They don't actually, because they're from the other end of the planet, but anyway, we're working on the basis that he's going to have built himself a little house. That's our premise. So we need to build him a little house so that he can sit in his house and be cozy, although penguins always are cozy because they have clever feet that the blood doesn't go to their feet, so they don't get frostbite or anything. Isn't that clever? Very clever. Right, so what we need is a normal size piece of, so I've got 2 pieces of white cardstock here. Okay, one is your normal first matte layer, okay, and then this would be your second matte layer size. Okay, so it's just the one down. Okay, so you need both of those, and we'll put him somewhere safe so we don't lose him. Remind me he's on top of my ink pads, otherwise I'll forget. And then I'm bringing out this fabulous cut and emboss embossing folder, the Brick and Mortars one, just gorgeous. So we need our plates, so we need our base and we need our plate, because this is a 3D, so we just need our speciality plate. And then we're going to put this down here, which I know is going to take up your entire viewing screen. But you know, it's because I have it so close. But anyway, so we'll pop that plate on, and then you want to pop the larger one. Make sure it's the larger one. Yeah, you want to put the larger one into your embossing folder, so that it's going to end up with a brick wall going across the card. Oops! Don't skew it too much. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but I like to make sure it's that way round, if that makes sense. We'll put that in there, and we'll run that through. You'll still a bit, I'm sorry about that. Whee! There we go. Take that down. Put it that way around so I don't trip over the handle when I get up. That's generally what happens. And then if I open this up, we have a nice brick wall. Okay, so you're getting the hang of this, right? You know where I'm going with this, hopefully, maybe, possibly. So then I've grabbed, oh, my plates have just fallen off the floor. It's fine. I've grabbed a circle punch because it's easy, but you could use the circle dies for sure. Okay, we're going to pop a circle out that. Don't get rid of that circle. Use that for something else, you know, because it's a waste otherwise. So I'm going to use that for something else. So now, there's my Balmy Blue base, all nicely folded. I'll burnish that. Okay, make sure we've got the front. Oh, good, you're doing all right. Yes, I'm doing okay, thanks. Not bad at all. I'm going to pop this on. Now you could do a different colour, you could even just leave it blue, but I decided no, it's going to be white on white. And then this is cheating, right? But you don't go right to the hole, so you go round it, make sure it's glued on top, and you need a bit because it's embossed, but I didn't go right here in the to the bottom of the hole. That's going to go over the top, And you just use that smaller piece because when you emboss it, it does shrink sometimes. So if you did it exactly the same size, it might not, it might show through the bottom piece. Then we're going to go back and find my little penguin. Pop a bit of glue on the bottom here and a dimensional. I'll just find the dimensionals. There we go, on the top here. Okay, just so his head's poking out. And then you lift and slide him gently underneath the circle. Come on, there we go. Slide him down until you're happy where he is. I have mine a little bit more of a jaunty angle, sticking out like that. There we go. So he's poking his head out through the window in his igloo, obviously. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marilyn. She thought she'd finished her Christmas cards, but now she wants to make more penguins. I know, they're so cute. The utmost cuteness. And then make sure that your strip is nice and flat. And then with a bit of memento, I just cut a piece, really tiny piece of cardstock so it would fit. Okay, let me move you off. There we go. So it would fit the be cool, be chill, be merry. There we go. And then I'm going to chop the ends off to just trim it down. And use, I mean, it's just basically the same size as a mini dimensional, just a bit bigger than a mini dimensional. And I'm cutting those sides off. And then we'll mini dimensional that up, which is obviously a new verb that I've just come up with. We'll dimensional it up. There we go. Remember, no soggy middles. Good thing is there's not actually that much sogginess going on. I mean, you could raise up the entire back piece, but I don't feel there's a need to do that because you're going to be raising this up anyway. And he's going to be a little bit raised with his head because his head's poking through, right? So there we go. So that's that one. And then this one is my original, which had the one done with the fresh freezer. So there you go. What do you reckon? He's cute, isn't he? So like that card. Sorry, I just slurped my tea right in your ear then. Sorry, I apologise. Right, there we go. So that's that. Now, some other ideas for you, which I haven't shared some of these, is, look, this is with the old designer series paper that we had. I'm sure some of you have got that. So I just did a little swirl and then I put him in that sparkle. That's that sparkle for the season, those dies, beautiful dies. So it's like a little starry piece. And then, although this one's using the polar bear from the thing, but it uses the swoosh that you get if you don't know what to do with the swoosh. And yeah, that just uses the paper, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, so just, I've got so many penguins, but I don't know where they are. They've all disappeared into, I think I've put them in a box somewhere ready to send. So they're the only ones I had that I could lay my hands on quickly. But yeah, he's cute, isn't he? I think so. So there we go. That is my Christmas card class, my final episode. I've quite enjoyed doing this as a Christmas card class. I might do it again next year. What do you think? Do a Christmas card class again next year? I think so. She went that way. And they went this way. This one's the hard one to fit in, so let's put that up there. There we go. And then she can sort of slide in down here underneath my penguin. There we go. So, hi, lovely. Leonie's just joined us. Leonie, you've come in right at the end, my lovely. We're just finishing. But these are the 4 Christmas cards that I've made today. And as I say, this one, and this one obviously will be going because it's a host set. So these are all going. So check them out on the sale. Don't forget that. And don't forget, if you want me to cut you the pieces for this and send you the embellishments and everything else that we've used with a little glittery penguin and stuff, then you need to use my host code and place an order today over £40, which with the sale isn't going to be hard, right? We all know that's not going to be difficult. And there's how to get to my store. And if you've enjoyed this, then maybe think about subscribing as well. You can do that. You can join my mailing list and get lots and lots of inspiration and ideas for stuff. So let's swap this over. We'll do that. Let's turn that down because otherwise I look like a... Oh, well, that's now I've got no colour whatsoever. So there we go. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Oh, Leonie says she was just going to use the penguins, but remembered it wasn't available in January. Yeah, not in January, but it's available now. So yeah, it'll be available next time round. But at the moment, it is available to buy. So yeah, there we go. If I turn that back on again, I go very bright, but if I turn it back on and turn it down, you'll still be able to see them. So if you've enjoyed it, let me know. Tell your friends, share the video, do all that kind of jazz, all that stuff. That's all very appreciated. And yeah, I'm going to be here next Monday for my normal Moody Monday Pick Me Up video. And that's the one where we just chat and I do a couple of card design. Well, sometimes 4, depends on how many I want to make, right? How much the flow is flowing. So yeah, so we do cards on Mondays, and then I'm doing the next 2, and then I'm going to try and pre-record them. So they'll come out as scheduled on the Monday at lunchtime, but I won't actually be live. So I'll pre-schedule them to go live, and then I can comment. So I can jump on and comment, but I am technically on holiday from the 18th of December onwards until the 4th of January. So, but there's a couple of Mondays in there. So I thought I'd just try and do a couple of, even if they're just quick and easy cards or quick and easy ideas for you to do. So we'll do that, and then come back in January, and yeah, all new things. So please remember to fill in the form if you want to have a catalogue from me. Anyone who's purchased from me, or anyone who has just joined my mailing list and is new to me this year, doesn't have a demonstrator, you're more than welcome, as long as you live in the UK. Can't do anybody outside the UK. Well, I mean, I can do France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands, but I don't speak any of their languages, and I feel that that's a little bit unfair, that I'm always talking English, and bless them, they feel like I don't know how to speak their language. So that might just be me. If you're in one of those countries and you want to join me, feel free. Let me know. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's about it really. So have a lovely week. 1st of December, Advent calendar. I hope yours is up and ready. And I will see you again on Monday next week. So until then, take care and enjoy. See ya. Bye.